episode. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's been a little minute, man, but it's always good to have my co-host back in the building.
Oh, yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Better late than never.
Better late than never. And we're not just by ourselves on this occasion.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to introduce the guest we have today?
Sure. I'm mad that I should have went to her show last night, but we have Shante Love in the building. Second female, in case y'all been watching. Second female, just in case y'all been watching. So,
No doubt. Very honored to have you.
and we actually met her at the Rolling Tray event.
That's
she
correct.
sat at our table, so.
That's correct. And that's why, you know what, that's why it's important to get out there so you
Power
can network with
network.
people.
I tell all the time.
For real, because we probably would have never crossed paths, at least
We
at this
never
juncture,
Yeah.
if we didn't, you know what I'm saying, if we
Yeah.
didn't go to that rolling tray, which was a beautiful event. I know
It was fun.
right. I know we talked about it on the podcast, but it really was kind of like an innovative idea. I've never seen a
Yeah.
rolling tray painting.
Since we on that, I want to get her perspective. How did you like it? Because we talked about it with Green Girls.
Right.
Obviously, but what was your perspective on it?
I liked it. I am very much arts and crafty when I want to be,
Okay.
and I thought it was pretty dope. I did. The funny thing is, I'm not into cannabis like that for real.
Mm.
So my friends was like, "So what you even going for?" Because I could put candy and cookies on this tray, like, you know.
Use the tray for multi-purpose.
Right. You know
Plus,
what I'm
KB is like bam. So
Yeah.
that was, she was a part of the whole trio putting that event on. So I was definitely gonna support my fam, no doubt. So yeah, but yeah, it was fun. The whole vibe was everything. And then Ruta Buds, those are my homegirls. So the venue that we were at and the ones that were catering,
Yeah.
I've gotten to meet them in other
Events.
networking things and events too.
Yeah.
And when I got coming up, they cater that. So just supporting black women, especially black women in cannabis for sure.
That's right. That's what's up, man. And we got to talk more about, any upcoming events that you got going on.
Yeah.
We need to make sure we get that out to the people so the people can come support y'all.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of events, well, actually, where do you want to take this? Because I was about to go into your show last night. If
You can go into that because I got a perfect segue into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
let's talk about the show.
yesterday was a futurist female, Meredith and Kelsey put that production on at Heavy Anchor. This was their Christmas one. So this one, the proceeds went to some organizations that they support. So it was the St. Louis Crisis Nursery and the Missouri Abortion Fund.
Okay.
So all the profits, proceeds,
Did
went to
that,
that.
yeah.
That's what's
So
up.
yeah. So I don't usually do
Promotion.
shows I don't get paid with, especially when I
Good call.
especially when I started getting paid out,
Yeah.
after like just being on the scene, being fresh and new last year. But Meredith and Kelsey gave me my first paid gig.
So you had to kind of show that.
Of course, and then they had me on. That's my third time doing the Futurist Female because they have it like, if not every month, like every couple of months. It's always
Okay,
like,
so
so yeah.
continuous.
So I've been on there a couple of times. So, and I'm always gonna rock with female comics.
Next time you go, I'm there.
I think I'm gonna be in the April show because April's my birthday month. So
Aries! I knew it was a reason.
nah,
No?
Taurus.
Denial.
But my daughter's a Taurus, so I
Okay.
get it. I get
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I don't know. You Aries.
Yeah. Maybe. I get that all the time, man. The hate is real. The hate, I told Kurt.
I mean, like, it'd be the male Aries though.
Oh my God.
Like female Aries would be like my best friends, but it'd be the male.
I met two female Aries that had the birthday around my time.
Mm-hmm.
One lived across the street from me, coincidentally, and then the other one I met in Memphis. But I don't know. It's like I couldn't date a mirror of myself.
Yeah.
Definitely couldn't do that.
No, I don't know what's wrong with me. I dated 3 male Aries and I was married to one. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And it's annoying.
Mm.
Because y'all is annoying after a while.
We hate it. Y'all heard that? We hate it, baby. I'll take it. Hate. But that leads me to the segue of you doing comedy. How did you get started, or who was your inspirations of you getting started with the comedy?
My homegirls and my family and drinking tequila. I got started on comedy on a dare. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna try to, this is my thing. Comedy was never on my radar at all.
Okay.
Hanging out with my girls, talking, messing. I think I'm funny in small circles. So
Okay.
it's it's fine. You know, you think your friends kind of like hype you up, like, oh, they think I'm funny, whatever like that. But like, they're like serious. And the Helium Club every year has the St. Louis Funniest competition. So I entered that competition last year. Never done open mic, never put a comedy set together, but I did for that competition. First time on stage ever, and I made it to the semifinals. Because the first round is audience choice. So I had a couple people there, but it wasn't like I had like a whole bunch of people there. So that was like a bunch of people that never saw me before. Thought I was funny, and it was like, hey girl, like I was like, oh shit, this is great. Like I was like, and because those people in that competition have been doing, you know, comedy for years.
This is their craft, you know.
Yeah, this is their craft, and like I was a little intimidated. Like I ain't never been on her. It was low key, just supposed to be for fun.
Yeah.
You know, I like doing. I auditioned for back in the day. I auditioned for The Voice, American Idol. I do shit for fun because I don't ever want to say I never did anything. You know, so it was just for fun. And then
it takes a lot of balls to do.
It do, and I'm like, these people never see me again if I wasn't funny. Like it doesn't matter. Like if I got on stage and bombed, I was like, well, these motherfuckers don't know me. It's fine. But like it started third, and then I haven't stopped.
So for that competition, for that competition, did you have like any like set material, or was you getting up there freestyling?
No, because I did not want to look like a fool. So I did do set material. Because for me, my comedy is me. It's raising my kids. It's going through a divorce. It's dating in my 30s. My job. All that stuff that's relatable to whether it's a man, woman, or anything like that. Right. So basically, I talk about myself because one thing, I don't let a motherfucker talk about me. Because I'm not that comical like Joan on you and stuff like that. Because I don't know how to do that. Like when I was in school, you talk about me, I'll whoop your ass. Like I don't know how to Joan. I was just gonna whoop your ass. I was always the biggest girl, the widest or the tall. I was whooping your ass. Like you're not gonna talk about me.
Okay.
So like just figuring out like, okay, what I'm gonna talk about. Like I actually like wrote it down, wrote the jokes out, what order it would go in, called my best friend, listen to this. I performed in front of my mama like it was an Easter speech. I practiced for that competition because I did not want to look a fool. So I definitely had material, which I had already, you know, been saying. Because like basically I told the story of how I ended up finding out my husband was cheating and all that stuff like that. And it should just happen to be fucking funny now. Like, so.
You know what? That being the best comedy.
Turning pain into profit.
That's exactly what's happening.
Turning pain into profit.
Thank you, sir. That was the best thing you could have done for me. Besides my two babies, that's the best thing that you could have done for me.
So you never had like no celebrities that you kind of looked at prior to this, and then was like, damn, kind of want to
do that? Yeah. No, not for real, because like I grew up kind of sheltered, so I didn't watch a lot of like Raw and all this. Like I didn't sneak and watch all that stuff. I was straight up right. No, I was, because I didn't think it was appropriate for me, and then like I had an older sister, but she wasn't into that stuff either. I was a straight Nickelodeon Disney kid. Like I was watching that stuff, and if I knew about a comic, it was because I watched a movie with them in it. Then found out they were a comic. And I didn't know comedians did stand up. I just thought they was in movies. And I'd probably be like, I want to be in movies like them or whatever like that, because I went to Central Visual Performing Arts High School. So I was like, you know, entertainment. Yeah, so I graduated from there. I'm like, okay, entertainment, performing in front of people has always been some part of me. I kind of diverted from that because you become a wife and a mom and all that stuff like that. But comedy was never doing stand up. No, I still get stage fright.
So describe that. I was getting ready to ask you your first gig, but describe the stage fright.
It's more so of I don't want to let myself down or let someone else who like kind of put me on a show down. So I get real anxious. So I have anxiety. So like the first time I got on stage, I was definitely having an Eminem moment in the bathroom. Like I was like looking in the mirror, hyping myself up, like, you gonna get out there, you gonna do this and stuff like that. Because my biggest fear was like either falling on the stage when I got up there, because that's the shit that happened to me.
Yeah, I mean,
or getting so like nervous. I'm telling you, that's the shit that'll happen to me. I'll be going to fall the steps and like how can I play it off or whatever like that. Like I think I get anxious about the what ifs, and it's hard for me sometimes to be in the moment or whatever like that. So even now, you know, I've been on stage for over a year now, and so many different crowds. I still get a little bit. But people tell me all the time, if I wasn't nervous, because I don't want to get cocky or whatever, because I've only been in the game a year.
Mm-hmm.
I've been met people that's been doing this for like 10 years or so like that or whatever like that. So I don't want to get cocky, but I also don't want to be fearful of the fact that I have to start realizing like I'm the shit in my own right, and I have to be okay with saying that, because this motherfuckers that ain't the shit, that claim they the shit, you know, like I need that confidence or whatever like that. So I get a little anxious, but I think that's just kind of my personality. I always want to do my best or whatever I do.
So have you bombed in that whole year?
In my head, probably yeah. On stage, on a paid gig, no. Because I think as long as you get some sort of laughs or whatever, I don't think you ever really bombed. I know one time where it just, when the crowd wasn't feeling me at all, it was an open mic.
Mm.
So, and that was when I first, that was like right after the helium competition. I made it to the semifinals, did semifinals, didn't advance or whatever, but excuse me, I wasn't expecting to. This is my second time performing comedy.
The fact that you made it that far.
Exactly. So I ended up getting some mentors, like comedy big bros. Like I had met a lot more male comics at that time before female comics. So like Jason Jenkins and Javon Westmoreland. Ended up meeting them because I think when I did the helium competition, Jason advanced with me to the semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and then he used to host this open mic at the JC Sub Club.
Okay, right there on Riverview.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm risking my life to try to find out if I'm funny, because man, I ain't been on Riverview in quite some time.
That's part of the
right, and that's the thing. Black people funny, and what they find funny is different.
Yeah.
The Helium Club was a mixed crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So
you
some
have white folks in there too.
Yeah. So part of me was like apprehensive, because I was like, am I funny?
Right.
Am I black funny?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I talk about shit that's relatable, like, is you, because black people find you funny and they won't fucking laugh.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
So doing his open mic, and one time I was at an open mic, there was a couple of people in there, they were not feeling me at all. I had someone there who was with me and they supported me, whatever like that. I didn't feel like I did my best or whatever at all. I didn't love at all. But they told me those are the rooms you want to bomb in, because it's an open mic. You want to get it. But again, I'm still new to the game, so I don't know. I think I have to perform top level every single time, because I don't like to half-ass shit.
That's right.
So when that happened, I was like, well, fuck, maybe I should do this. Because like at that first time, I almost was like, yeah, this ain't for me. I ain't gonna do this shit no more, or whatever. But it's like, those are the rooms that you want to do that in, because it's an open mic. Anybody off the street could do an open mic. It's free sign up.
Yeah.
You want to do this to perfect your set, perfect your craft, or whatever like that.
Going.
So I don't think, as far as like anything from that point on, I haven't bombed. Like I always have supporters out. I always get the laughs. The people that book me are satisfied with my performances, and I get paid. So I think I am prepared, or I do prepare myself for when that could happen. Because again, comedy is subjective.
Yep.
I went to see, who was that, Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock.
Yes.
People said they didn't like Chris Rock. I said, motherfucker, Chris Rock, what are you talking
Chris
about?
Rock, actually, he was funny. Did you go to that show? Yeah, I went to that show.
But I had people saying that they weren't fucking with Chris' performance. I was like, well, shit, I'm just a regular schmegular. You know, if there's anything I can say about me, you know. I'm like, at that point, I'm like, comedy is subjective. Some people may laugh,
Yeah, some people
may not, you know.
Some people didn't like Dave Chappelle's set on that show.
I enjoyed Dave Chappelle. That shit was cringy. The way he tells a joke and a story. I think he was telling that one joke about, I can't even remember, because it was so disgusting and vivid the way that he was telling it.
You talking the way he was talking about Chuck Berry?
Yes!
Oh
my gosh, it was so. I felt like I wanted to vomit and laugh at the same time. His details was so disgusting, but it was so funny.
But you know what? That let me know that he actually, I guess you could say, crafted that set for St. Louis. Because you know what I'm saying? He wasn't in St. Louis. He wouldn't know about it.
Exactly.
So that lets me know that it's not just a cookie cutter routine.
You get the same shit everywhere.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. And I've been learning that as I've been on the scene too, because I work different rooms. There's the comedy clubs on the south side. I haven't been to a lot of them just because of location wise, but when it comes to the Helium Club, or if I'm at KJ's, like I might have the same joke, but I know what to tailor it to the crowd. I know what's going to be
elaborate on this and this spot, or just dumb it down a little bit at that spot.
Exactly.
Yeah, with the same joke.
Because I think I get from one of my homies, KB, matter of fact, telling me to study the rooms that I'm in.
Yeah.
So like,
read the room.
Mm-hmm. I'll get somewhere if I can early enough to see who's filling the seats and stuff like that.
To know which way I should take.
Yeah, but that takes time, and I'm still learning as I go, whatever. Because sometimes people want to see you, they want to link up and talk. And I don't want to be rude sometimes, so I try to get there early. Because I'm trying to get in the zone.
Well,
stuff like that. I'm trying to
alright, so 85% black people, we got 2 white people.
It's a couple up here, like times. Yeah.
You brought up KJ, so I'm gonna have to check you out when you go up there. But when do you go or perform there, and how did you even land that little spot?
So they call it young folks comedy. So even if you're under 35, if you're a comic, they'll let you come in and do a set or whatever. And I don't, honestly, Javon Westmoreland, he's one of my comedy big bro mentors. He hosts the open mic. Okay. So that's how I knew about that. And he was like, make sure, hey, you need to come out here and work on this set and stuff like that. So just knowing people and knowing what rooms they work and stuff like that. So yeah, I usually always sign up and get on when I can. So
definitely catch you on one of them Wednesdays.
Yeah, I be posting them sometimes because it depends. As a single mom and a caregiver, I'll be like, all right, I need dinner ready. I need y'all this, and that. But I gotta go. I gotta go.
It's time management. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and it is not always good. I think now that I ain't really get my ex a choice on when he was getting kids now. Like you getting them around this time and shit now. That's kind of I got to until the court I'm like either allow me to set a schedule and you work with that, or let the court devo you. Like I'm at least putting on paper that you doing something so they don't be like, that's a whole nother thing.
Oh my God, please. Y'all feeling them problems.
Woo! So yeah, like time management is key because like I have both of them. My 14-year-old son is like, as long as he got food, like it ain't really nothing to do with him. He good, but but he has sports, so I can't really do stuff. I have to make sure I'm at a game, I'm picking him up and stuff like that. And then my 7-year-old daughter is like now she's understanding that she lives in 2 households and that it won't become one again. So like,
I never thought about that.
Yeah, I didn't either because we separated before she was 1.
Oh dang.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Ours was kind of like not to get into that whole because that big old spiel.
Oh,
ours kind of separated when they were like, officially maybe like 2017. It was like 7.
Yeah.
7, 5, and 2.
Yeah.
Type shit.
And she's 7 now, so she's at that age, understanding and asking questions and stuff. So I don't try to be away as much because I know she requires a lot more quality time now when she's starting to understand the different aspects of the household. But that's my little rider. She's like, Mom, you want to perform tonight? Okay. Well, I'll sleep in your bed till you get back or whatever. Ma'am, I want to lay down in peace or whatever. Or like if I go out and I don't have makeup on. You're not going to put makeup on, Mom, because you look pretty with the makeup. I was like, well, damn, I don't look pretty without it. Like, shit. So, like, and then she'll try to tell me jokes and stuff like that. So, just having both of them support them. They are. Like, my 14-year-old thinks I'm low-key cool because somebody recognized me as a comic. He's like, oh, so you really are kind of funny. I was like, yeah, a little bit. So, like, balancing that out. It do. That's why I'm like, I can never get upset about anybody that say something because my kids will get a brutal as smug.
Yeah, I got 3 little opinionated little crumb snatchers.
Like, yeah, and you got all girls too. Yeah. They gonna let you know.
Exactly, but I'm glad I'm inspired them in some kind of way because they can actually put me up on YouTube like, oh, my dad got a YouTube page.
Yeah.
You know what
I'm saying? Exactly.
So just that aspect alone is dope just to inspire kids or kids just to do something different.
To have them look up at something because I do other things too, like the other stuff that I do as a crisis worker, and I just became a doula. Like my daughter was telling everybody, my mom's a doula. I went to her graduation. She's a doula. Like
an average kid at her age, they don't know what the hell that is. Cause I had to look it up.
Yeah, no, I explain it to her. She'll tell you what it is.
That's
what I'm
saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So time management is key between them and then take care of my mom. I have to make sure if I'm going to open mic, if it's beneficial. Yeah. If I'm booking a show, if it's paying what I needed to pay. Because not only do I need that income, I also am spending time away from my kids and or paying someone to care for my mom because I care for her 24/7. So I'm like, it has to be beneficial for me to be out there.
Make it make sense for you to
Yeah, exactly. And at first I was just like grabbing anything and everything, and I was burnt out. I was like, but I love doing it because that's my escape from being a caregiver, a mom, and all that stuff like that. I get to be just me and making people laugh and stuff, which I've always done. Now I get to do it on a slightly bigger scale. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
So, I heard you guys speaking about different venues. So, if you're a comic, what's like the dream venues in St. Louis? Like, if you get booked at this venue, you made it.
Oh, see, that all depends. I don't know if it's necessarily the venue or maybe the person who books you, the promoter or the booker. Okay. Definitely, you always want to have something. As far as when it comes to St. Louis, you definitely want to see. If you get some type of tape or recording of you will always want to have something with the Helium Club or with the Funny Bone, from what I heard. I don't ever get to make it to the Funny Bone act like that.
Is that still in Westport?
Yeah. Okay. They got two. There's one in St. Charles, too.
I think.
Yeah. But then also, KJ's.
Okay. Yeah,
KJ's definitely.
Right on Broadway.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And then, I know where it's at. It's at a decent time where I can, do that and then go back home if I need to, like that. So, yeah, definitely. Helium, KJ's, and the Funny Bone.
I gotta pop out the KJ's next time you're there.
But you gotta realize all the people that come through KJ's and who have come through KJ's and stuff like that, Guy Tori and all that stuff like that.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they have people there because KJ's been around for a good minute. To my knowledge, so.
That's what's up because we spoke about this off camera, but we talked about Frank.
Frank
and shit. I seen this at Helium.
I missed that.
Man, he give up. I didn't know how much he was in the game until I really sat there and watched him.
I know.
This nigga just bouncing back to back to back to he just had them coming, bro.
Yeah,
and
so
it's just
KJ's,
so funny.
he hosts the grown folks comedy show.
Oh, okay, so y'all don't not
yeah,
on the
we
same
do.
time.
Yeah, not the same time. So the young folks comedy is 6:30 to 7:30, and the grown folks show starts at 8.
Okay.
So that's always Frank, and then someone they might bring in, or maybe someone local.
That nigga's killing it every time, man.
Every damn time.
He can have a light day like Tay-Rock say, nigga, and he's still killing shit. For real.
Yeah.
That nigga's truly funny. Shouts out to Frank, man. That's my homie, partner, man. Yeah. Shout out to Frank, man. We definitely need him on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
For sure. Get him on here. That's a fact. Straight up. So if you, for somebody who's trying to get into the comedic game, what type of words of advice would you have somebody that might have been nervous, that's nervous, that wants to do it but might not have the confidence? What's your
the advice? Someone just asked me the other day.
Excuse me.
What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen?
But people can't take that literally though.
Yeah.
They'll think all that extra shit like how you just said, when you had the Willie Beeman / Eminem moment before you started your first gig.
Yeah.
People think like that. They magnify that though.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you threw it before a show. I can't never do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They really can't physically put themselves in the building to even feel like they can throw up. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They couldn't even get that far. So let alone
that requires. That's the mental health in me. That requires some other stuff that you might want to talk about. Because if it brings that much terror, then why put yourself through it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But if you know if it's something that you want to do and you want to try, why not? Always at least have somebody there that you can that can support you, and if not, that's fine. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna be happy with what you did, yes or no.
Mm-hmm. Because you tried it.
You tried it. You're not gonna be good at everything.
That's true.
So it's the same thing for me. I'm like, you're not gonna be 100% all the time. I can give 100% all the time, but there's always gonna be other factors.
That 1%.
What's the worst that can happen? Somebody finds you funny, you perfect your craft, you get some money, or you get laughed off stage. I mean, and most of the time you go to places, go to a place where you won't know nobody there.
Mm-hmm.
That you ain't gonna run into somebody or whatever like that.
It'll be 9 times out of 10 you that one motherfucker
right.
that you know though.
You all
the way out here.
That's why I got a stage name. Yeah, Shante Love. You talk about everything you want about Shante Love. ain't no worry. I ain't worried about it.
Nice.
I ain't worried about it at all. But like, what's the worst that could happen? And if it's something that you really want to do, because I'd rather do something and fail and at least try than not do it at all. Because I already had regrets about certain things in life choices.
Mm-hmm.
But I refuse not to allow myself to make any choice and just stand still, because I did that for quite some time. I was in a marriage like that, a past career like that. If you feel like you want to make people laugh and you enjoy doing it, then just do it. Even if you don't get on stage. This motherfucker's eating, crab legs on camera making money. Go tell your jokes.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Go tell
People
your
doing
jokes.
worse.
What?
That was a nice way to say it.
Yes,
Right
yes.
there.
Like, at the end of the day, you have to feel and come to being okay with whatever decision that you make. Just give it a try.
Yeah.
Just give it a try.
Yeah. You gotta live. Like, I was watching train. That's what I fell asleep to. Training day. He was like, you made the decision, live with your decision. But that's what I fell asleep to. But that was like a key part in that movie, though. That was a jewel, though. He's like, you made your decision, live with your decision.
That's it.
That's a fact. So, yeah. I mean, the average person, we're not talking about us, but the average person don't really know what it takes to do what they want to do.
Yeah. Oh, I'm in my 30s.
No, I'm just not saying you, but I'm just saying like this podcast, for instance, I didn't know. I knew the direction where I wanted to go. I didn't know this shit was gonna open up and we like X amount of episodes in, so many subscribers in, so many views in, like. And then we met you, we met KB, we met Green Girl, we met so many people, Jay Styles, and the list goes on, but it's just like, you never know where this shit gonna take you.
Yeah.
We talked, I don't know if you know about this, but just to reiterate for the people, he this past year, at the beginning of the year, when Gangsta Boo passed away, he made a story saying Hypnotized Camp Posse was his album of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I kicked myself in the ass. I'm like, why the fuck did I didn't think of that? But it also gave me a green light. Like, damn, this is the only dude I know I can talk hip hop like that, and we don't have to like. We can agree to disagree. Like we still agree to disagree about the Jay-Z versus shit and Lil Wayne if they actually did that. But just little shit like that where we don't take it personal. It's just that's your opinion. It's my opinion, and we leave it like that. But that's the only person I knew I could do that with. And once I saw that, I'm like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I called them talking about let's do a podcast and that's where we at. You know what I'm saying? So that goes back to you. What you said, what's the worst that's gonna happen?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We invested now, we can make some moves
I
and
know.
shit. So it's like we here now, you know what I'm saying? St. Louis, we here, baby. Fuck with us.
And that's what it is, and then finding people
Yeah.
who support you, and it's not on no malicious fake
Right,
stuff.
right,
or
right.
whatever
Everybody ain't
like
got no.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't have no.
Yeah.
What's that shit? The word I'm looking for. Underlying motives.
Yeah.
They ain't gotta like I'm supporting you, but this is what I want on the back end type shit. Like nah,
Because I got people tell me when I ain't funny, when shit like that, when I run shit like that. I don't got people that's like steady hyping me up to watch me fail.
Yeah,
you know.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like I said, it's all depends on, and I think coming to terms with that myself. Like I can say that shit now, but I've been doing it for a year. Like in the beginning, it wasn't like that. I wanted to stop so many times, but it was like either I'm gonna put my all in it
or not do it,
or not do it at all. Because this isn't a hobby. You know, I don't want to be disrespectful to people who are actually doing it.
Yeah.
Because that was the thing. People was like, okay, so you're good. So what you gonna do with it?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, shit, I don't know, because I didn't think I was gonna be good, and I didn't think I was gonna like it the way that I like it.
Yeah.
So then, like, my mentors are telling me certain books to read and telling me to do certain things to help get to know myself on a level to do what I'm doing. Like, some people, they were funny when they were kids and they knew they were gonna be a comic and stuff like that. That's not the case with me. So it's like, okay, I had to not only discover that I loved it, figured out why I loved it, and then why I wanted to continue to do it.
And then adjust to the game as you navigate.
Exactly.
Because I noticed, it's not a slight to you, but I know you don't do no Instagram skits, like nothing like that for real.
Mm-hmm. Because again, I didn't even know where my lane was or what to get into.
Gotcha.
So, and then for me, it felt that I would be gimmicky or whatever like that, because I think everybody was doing it on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
and I just didn't know how to do it. Like I have creative, I have a bunch in here, but I never thought that I could execute it like that. So then comedian Anthony Miller, who I believe he has a showcase that he got me putting on December 16th. He hit me up or whatever. I think he saw me perform somewhere or something like that. Because everybody's always crossing paths all the time. So he hit me up and we did a skit.
Okay.
And his TikTok was going on about it or whatever like that. I'm not on TikTok because that shit is addictive. Like you'll be on that shit for an hour and it's like 8 o'clock the next morning or whatever like that. During the pandemic, I had to get rid of that shit. It is addictive. So like I ended up, so I do, and I'm starting to repost it now. So I do have some skits with him and a couple of other female comics too, but mainly around him and kind of his stuff like that. And I was like, okay, this is fun. This is dope. Because I didn't think I was good at improv. You know, and then getting the feedback from him, he was like, you're a natural at this. Like, it's just, I love playing make-believe.
Yeah, and it's just wittiness. Like,
yeah.
if you just get, like, a subject matter or a certain situation, you can adjust to the game. You know
exactly. So I'm like, okay. And then, shout out to my high school homeboy, Thriller Thrill. He has a song out called Respect. Okay. And he had me come in. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing a skit in the video.
Oh,
that's on my Instagram. Like one of the links is. I said I was gonna repost it again. I've been reposting for a while. I had shows coming up.
Right now.
So yeah. So Thrill the Respect on my Instagram _ Shante Love 26, but definitely on YouTube. Hit that up. So he ended up getting High Point. Yeah. That Hammer Place, High Point.
Yeah. High Point.
So we went there before they opened this stuff, and then we went inside. So we shot the video in there and stuff like that. So I was like his manager or whatever like that. Like it was a whole thing and it was fun. Like I did everything. I think I did all my stuff in like one take, maybe 1 or 2 takes.
One take, Jay. Okay.
Because I said, it is, and I'm gonna start talking my shit. Like, yeah, it's motherfucking flex because it's just so easy to get carried away and get wrapped up in stuff where it's fun and stuff like that. Like, I was like, add creative director to my motherfucking title because I was helping him, and then the other person that was in the video too. Shout out to Ep.14 Perfection. Mm-hmm. She's a poet and she played like the girl he was hitting on or whatever like that in a couple of the skits and stuff like that. So, you know, they were doing stuff. I was like, well, what if you say it like this, like that? Like, add creative director to my title. Like, I just like to see people at their best and have fun like that. So yeah.
Talk off camera about that.
Yeah. So I did a couple of skits on my own. I was doing 90s voicemails.
Yeah,
if
I saw one.
Yeah, if I had my phone in the 90s, what music would be.
Yes. With the 90s R&B
playing in the background. Yeah. So I was like, I think.
I ain't home right now.
Yeah.
The time is just right.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. So I was like, okay. I think I made like 3 of them, whatever. I was like, and I had some people can give me feedback because I have some people in my circle that I respect their opinions and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, this is dope. You should continue to do that. I was like, because I love 90s R&B. So I'm like, and I love making stupid ass voicemails. I used to until I started like being like a professional. And I had to say my name and show you some dumb ass voicemails.
Man. Before I get into the R&B, I want to stay kind of professional. How or why made you want to be a doula?
Oh yes. Okay. So
for those that don't know.
Okay, so you look it up. Okay.
I did look it up, but I wanted you to do it because that's a woman thing.
No,
I'm not saying that only women can do it, but I'm saying typically women are only
typically when you refer to a doula or a midwife, it is a female. However, I do know
that's what I mean by that.
Yeah, I do know 3 male doulas. One of them who's actually married, and him and his wife are now doulas and stuff like that. So
making that bread.
Right.
Shout out to everybody because I believe she's one, right?
Yes, she is. Yeah. So let me kind of make an analogy. So think about a basketball coach. Mm-hmm. This is what a doula is when it comes to pregnancy. So I'm a trained, educated birth worker. I can help the family throughout the entire pregnancy. I'm trained in certain techniques when it comes to helping labor progress when it's time. Educational and nutritional support throughout the pregnancy and postpartum. So basically I'm like the coach. I'm like the spiritual, mental kind of support that a mom or the family may need because partners get involved into because you want to make sure the partner is involved like that too. So it's dope. I got into that because my second pregnancy, anything that you could have an issue pregnancy wise, I had. So gestational diabetes, They ended up diagnosing me with sleep apnea, all types of stuff. So I take insulin and all that stuff like that, and it was just chaotic. And emotionally, I didn't have the support I needed from my partner. So I kind of went through that whole experience emotionally kind of by myself. If I would have had a doula to have someone who supported me and stuff like that, it would have helped out a whole lot.
For sure.
Especially someone who could maybe even instruct my partner on how he could have supported me better like that too. That pregnancy was difficult. After I had her, I went through postpartum depression, and I actually attempted suicide after I had her. Like it was rough. Like had her, my marriage was ending. I wasn't working, and I'm used to having 2 jobs. I'm used to being a breadwinner, so it was a lot of changes in a short amount of time. So dealing with that, getting myself together, reaching out and getting my support, and then I ended up becoming a trained peer support coach for pregnant and postpartum women. So and I still am. So every Tuesday out in Prairie Commons Library, we host a support group for pregnant and postpartum Black moms. So I get to be a part of that.
That's beautiful. And
then because of my experience with mental health and suicide, I ended up getting trained and certified to be a suicide crisis specialist. And I've been doing that for like 3 years now.
Wow.
So all of that, working with pregnant moms, my own stuff, the mental health, becoming a doula was kind of like, that's what's next. Because it's too late for me to try to go to med school. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got the time for that.
That's crazy.
But becoming a doula, and shout out to Lakeisha Reddick with Virtual Sleepy Earth Doula. She is a awesome Black female who not only is a doula herself, but also trains doula. She has a whole academy now. She is being responsible for making sure that Black and brown women, and all women that want to become a doula and stuff like that, get the proper education and stuff like that. And it was amazing. It was difficult 12 weeks, but it was freaking amazing.
I think that's beautiful that you was able to, face some of your fears head on, you know what I'm saying? And now you're able to, now you're in a position where you're helping people that was in your position, but you're also giving them guidance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's beautiful.
Thank you. I think it was. And it took a while to get there. Shout out to my therapist every Monday. It took a lot to get there, but I felt like I would be selfish of me not to have experienced all that stuff and got to the other side and not have shared or been that or be that shoulder or support for someone else. Because I can't hold on to that. I'm such a giving, loving person anyway. I couldn't hold on to that because I know if I suffer from that, it got to be somebody doing the same thing or at least worse. Yeah. And if I could be just a little bit,
you know what I mean?
Because what else we gonna do?
Exactly.
So let me ask you this. How do you feel about St. Louis, comedic landscape? Is this something you see that's growing, especially with our women comedians? Yeah. Do you see that population growing as well?
I do see it growing, and again, I'm still like a baby in the game.
That's true. That's
like
true
this.
too.
So I'm still learning about everything and still meeting people that I haven't met before. But the comedy game is the shit in STL. Like for real, there's so much talent and stuff like that. Shout out to Willie C, who's put me on a couple of his shows and stuff like that. And it's just amazing. Shout out to the female comics that I've met, like Precious J. Okay. She currently on her Pretty Petty tour with Scenario. Scenario just won the St. Louis Helium competition this year, and Precious won, I want to say 2020, 2021. And it's like, I can't stand it when people be saying Black women don't support Black women and stuff like that, because I don't know what circles they run in, but any aspect, whether it came to the mental health, the comedy, almost every female comic I met is like, all right, super so supportive, so encouraging and stuff like that. Like comedian Ronnie J, I think she's been in the game a little bit longer than me. She had a show Mother's Day, put me on that show. It's just so many people out here, and I think between the dudes, again, I mind the business that pays me.
For sure.
So I don't know what be happening between people and stuff like that. I just get told what I need to be told to watch what I need to be watching.
Exactly.
And I move accordingly.
Staying out the way.
I stay out the way. Because all I want to do is have fun, get paid, and support my babies.
That's a fact.
That's it.
That's a fact.
And if I'm getting low-key famous and stuff as I grow, then shit, hey, more bread and money for everybody else. Because I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for other people making
Right,
sure that there was
for
a
sure.
space for me, and for also giving me the encouragement and to make my own way. Like if it ain't a place for me, and maybe I got a portable chair, I'm gonna make a place for me, or do it where I need to do somewhere else. So like
That's right.
getting that confidence. So I think the comedy scene, and again, I'm not all the way tapped into it because I have my limitations of me and the availability and stuff like that. But people out here doing that damn thing, so it's the shit.
And one other thing before we like turn up and get into other shit, you can marry people.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I've been doing my homework. Yeah,
I used to
I'm trying
work.
to get all the business out the way before we start turning up talking about other shit.
So I used to work third shift. I used to work overnight jobs a lot.
Okay.
You find out a lot of shit that you could do. So I am an ordained minister.
Wow.
And in some states, you have to do extra stuff when you become an ordained minister. In Missouri, you don't have to do any other extra qualifications.
Mm-hmm.
So my cousin and her wife, I performed their wedding in their house with a couple of their friends.
Okay.
And then my white coworkers got married and they asked me to officiate. And I was like, okay. They had a venue, I had to get a dress, I had to get my hair done. It was nice. So yes, I can marry people. And it's fucking tag. I think, and the funny thing is, I used to talk about that in middle school. Like I didn't always see myself as like a bridesmaid or maid of honor. But like I want to be up front with y'all. So like I used to always say I would marry my friend. And now I do.
And now you actually do that. Wow.
That's what happens when you're online in the middle of the night, just figuring out, just signing up for shit. Like I can do that. Or something like that.
All right.
Lucky I ain't out here getting a license to sell chinchillas. So
You gonna get the chinchilla game too?
chinchilla game.
I better watch out. She coming to take
Do
over
you,
everything.
okay, if you had to, because I know you said you didn't really come up comedically watching
Yeah.
comedians. If you had to create your own top 5 comedian, male or female,
Okay.
who would it be?
Somebody asked me this too, and I thought, let me see. Definitely Dave Chappelle.
One.
Definitely the Wayans. I gotta put them all in one.
Okay, that's
So,
two.
Okay.
Cause
Family as a collective.
family is a collective. Like
Kim Wayne is killing it on the, just, to me, I told him I was watching In the House on Tubi. She was killing that shit, dog. Like, she was like, man, I don't know.
She got a new show out too. It's something, the 4 Kims. It's Kim Wayne.
Yes,
Kim
I
Whitley.
saw that.
And I
It
meant
was,
to ask you
yeah.
about
yeah,
that.
I saw
I'm glad you
that.
said that, because you met.
I got to meet.
Yeah. But we're gonna talk about that next. Yeah, because I'm glad you said that, bro. That prompted that.
So Dave Chappelle, the Wayans, Martin,
Okay.
Michelle. I don't never know if I'm saying her last name. Buteau?
White woman?
No, I believe she's mixed.
Oh.
She has a
It
book
sounds
called
right.
Survival. Well, cause she married a Dutch man. She has that book Survival of the Thickest, and it's a show on Netflix now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, she got curly hair, heavy, kind of thick.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never seen the show.
Yeah,
but
Survival of the Thickest.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've
Yeah,
seen that.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Cover art.
And Lord have mercy. Like I said, I'm a romantic comedy kind of person. So any comic that I see in romantic comedies, I'll obviously be starting to like or whatever like that. So yeah, I think Jay Farrell is funny. And you want to take
I'm surprised you say one to second.
But again, I didn't watch comedy like that. And then you know how it's male dominated. So I'm just now seeking out to watch female comics. Like I do like Wanda Sykes. I was watching that Mike Epps show.
The Upshot.
Yeah.
Man, she killing it in the Upshot. She be going in
Yes,
on
yes,
Mike
yes,
Epps.
yes,
That
she do.
motherfucker.
Definitely so.
So that's your top 5, okay. What about hip hop? Your top 5, if you tap into that.
I do at times. Top 5 hip hop. You want to talk about the albums that I used to buy?
Okay.
Uh,
No particular era.
No,
just whatever.
yeah. Well, okay, cause like I said, I'm an R&B girl, so
Yeah.
you catch me singing all day, every day. That's what I went to bat for. I went to singing at bat. But if you want to do,
You have to sing before we leave.
I don't say shit. Them kids change everything. Your body, your voice, your hair, everything. So if you want to do hip hop, I definitely if I'm seeking out to listen, it would definitely be Eminem, Jay-Z, Kanye.
Shit, that ready.
Eminem, Jay-Z, Kanye.
But that nigga just heard Jay-Z. That's all they heard.
I know. Now that's because of my ex-spouse too. That's because of my ex-spouse too. So I didn't listen to a lot of stuff as much until after him. Like now, I don't like Jeezy. Like Jeezy dope, but I don't like Jeezy because my ex played the hell out of that man.
Man, Jeezy.
I don't like that. Let's see.
Eminem, Jay-Z, Kanye. All right.
Because those are shit that I like. Actually, I will
Listen
go
to.
play their stuff like that.
Exactly.
I used to like David Banner. I used to like David Banner. David Banner.
So that's 4?
Yeah, it's 4. That's all I think of, man.
David Banner.
Like shit that I actually seek out. I don't listen to really nothing new.
Your last one could be R&B.
R&B, that's like a top 10. I can't do.
I'm saying your last, your last.
Shoot, we talking about Monica Brandy, In Vogue, Usher, Chris Brown, Fantasia. I was singing the shit out of her stuff at karaoke.
Hey man, whatever happened to Ruben Studdard though?
Oh yeah.
One wish or one chance or something.
I don't know. One wish is Ray J.
No, it was something like that.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, sorry, but it was something else though.
Sorry for 2004.
I think
Is that what it is?
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
I think that's what I'm thinking.
Y'all can't be giving me this liquor and expect me not have to go to the bathroom.
We can take a break if you gotta go to the bathroom.
That I do. Which way?
All right, we'll take a 5-minute break. And we're back.
Ooh.
All right.
Where you want to take it now? It's on you.
Well, I mean, what's your thoughts and feelings? You know, St. Louis was kind of in the uproar maybe last week.
Ain't we always in the uproar?
We always in the
What's
uproar.
happening now?
But you know, it was the whole home team. I think it's the home team radio show.
That had
And a lot of people was disappointed. And you know, from what I came late on it, but from what I'm seeing, people really wasn't mad at Tiffany. It looked like they was more so mad at the radio stations for how they conducted the interviews.
And that's what.
When they really already kind of zeroed in on who they probably was going to get. Because it seemed like St. Louis, I mean, it was so many people on my timeline that actually auditioned.
That's what I was going to say. At least 4 comics that I know did it, and a couple other influencers and stuff like that. But
I'm sure.
I saw that too. Like I supported the ones that I knew that was doing like I was reposting and stuff like that. I don't even listen to the radio, and I definitely don't listen to that station for obvious reasons. For some people would know. I don't like to be irritated in the morning. I'm sorry.
Andrew Conway, I like women's.
I don't like to be irritated in the morning. And I have my kids in the morning when they're playing, so we listen to some uplifting stuff in the morning.
Women's vibration. I want to be irritated.
But I think it was too because I had read a post, and again, I don't know, I wasn't in it because I had people telling me to do it. I was like, I know my limitations. That isn't a situation I want to be in.
Yeah.
But I thought I saw a post that said that Tiffany had auditioned like earlier in the year to come in and stuff like that. Yeah. But I think that's what it was. But again, it's entertainment. It's shock value. They probably knew that they were already gonna pick her, but let me get this city involved, get free promotion because people were promoting 104.1.
And
that's some bullshit if you
they got free
people
promotion.
Like that.
Yeah.
Swaying people like
that.
I
mean, everybody.
I made my decision in April.
But everybody knew that. It's just like a job interview almost.
Yeah, true.
They gonna restrict it on stuff like that. Yeah. But I mean, just like anything in Hollywood, they want you to get involved and stuff like that because that was free ratings for them. I heard more about 104.1 in that time frame than I had in the longest.
I forgot they existed, to keep it real.
Yeah,
but you know what? One thing it made me do was when Tiffany, her first day, I actually tuned in. Taking my son to school, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put 104.1 on.
Yeah.
And it took them so long to get to the actual talking part. It was playing music and commercials for at least 20 minutes straight. So, but I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to talk down on nobody, but I think they need some work on the show. I've only heard like 10 minutes of commentary from
I know when because I flipped through it, I know when I was listening to it for a minute. I know she holding her own against.
She's holding on.
Yep. Cause you could tell during some of those auditions and stuff, like it didn't seem like he was really respectful to a lot of the people that were on her or whatever like that, but you could tell he respects her and she ain't gonna take no shit. Not saying anybody else would, but yeah. But I only listened to it for a little bit.
It's kind of like they had that off-air chat, like, nigga, try that shit on air.
I thought that shit when I heard it too.
I don't even listen to this shit. But
when I heard it, because
I get this demeanor from that. It's kind of like they had that off-air little chat, like, all right, whoever y'all had last time, you can try to do that bullshit with them, but don't bring this shit over here, and we straight. Like, and that's probably how it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Tiffany was a brand before. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? She's been in the game.
We ain't
for a while.
none of that. It's just
loving hip hop.
We just talking about what the people
I
talk
think,
about.
and it's definitely why, like the little bit that I heard, that I was like, oh, she can hold her own. Because I'm not familiar with her, but again, it's not
She
my
can
stuff
rap.
like
She
that.
was on what I'm familiar with her, I know she had her own career, but I know she was definitely on that Junior song with him and Nelly on that what's that remix to that I heard it in my head, but I can't think of the song.
What you say now?
Yeah.
What you say? Yeah. But yeah, she definitely had her own name. She been buzzing in the city for a while.
Yeah. So I was kudos her. I was like, she's from St. Louis, so they ain't bring nobody like stranger. They got somebody from St. Louis. But again, I ain't have no horses in that race, so I didn't really give heads tails about it.
Like Drake, you ain't feeling no way.
No way.
But you know what? For the city to make that type of uproar,
which is what they wanted because it got them more.
They wanted that.
They knew what they were doing.
Sometimes you gotta listen to the city. The city wanted somebody new. I think the city wanted a fresh
face. Yeah.
And then a lot of them knew some of those fresh faces. Like they knew there was a lot of comics.
Just think like how many conversations in the background like, you got this girl, or you got this my nigga, like you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody fucking with you. Ain't nobody fucking with you, girl. You know what I'm saying? Then boom. You know, that's kind of
exciting because I seen people really put money behind. They had intro videos and editing and everything. Like it was really trying to really.
But it was like really haunted, and I'm really hoping that we see something from a lot of them people. Because if you gonna do all that to be on somebody else's stuff, think about what you gonna do to be on your own stuff.
Listen,
you can get radio playing online stuff.
You can do what we do
like I'm like
now.
Because a lot of them that audition.
That's
what because a lot of them that audition, people want them so bad. Like okay, that opportunity was that opportunity. Yeah. You know what the fuck you can do and what you're capable of, and even more.
That.
Because we don't know what people got in the works now after that. They was like, oh, okay, I ain't get this, but I can do this.
Hey, anybody that got denied from that show, I would love to interview you and talk to you and get your point of view. That's just me. Yeah. I definitely want to. Anybody that got denied.
I know a lot of them, like a couple of them personally, and a lot of them that did. Yeah. I can't wait to see what's gonna come out of this.
I just want to give them their side of the story.
Well, actually, next weekend if we interview Ebony the Love Doctor, she was actually a person that auditioned. For that position as well. So but you know what? Mm-hmm. She's doing something instead of getting mad. What she's doing, she has her own radio dial now. I think 69.1. That's what I was saying. That's her station. So you don't have to depend on the 104.1. Yep. You can build your brand from the bottom up. And like I said,
it's space and opportunity.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't think a lot of people's light bulbs went off when that happened.
No, some people just saw the failure. Was like, fuck.
That's what I'm saying because
St. Louis is a hating city.
And them probably people that didn't really want it for real. The ones that want it,
for sure,
already working on it.
Because if you already got some traction or got some motion, that shouldn't have stopped you. Yeah, that should be like, these niggas don't want me.
Because you don't stop after
I'm gonna keep going. That should have inspired them to do bigger shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
because you don't stop after one job interview and stuff like that.
No, for sure. Just like the people that, like you just said, that quit. It was kind of like, well, damn, they gave it their all, and it was just like, oh, well, fuck.
I think they waiting. I know so many of them. I know some shit waiting to pop off because they saw the fact that people fuck with them. Most of them already fuck with themselves. They already know what's happening.
Yeah.
But now I can do this on this level.
Validity for that. Yeah. They didn't even want the job. Some of them they just wanted validity
And
from the
that's
city.
a lot of people, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But the ones that's in it, and some of the ones that I know, we fix these stuff.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
know.
fucking wait.
2024 is up.
I can't
2024 is up.
Because St. Louis is not.
Say it.
It's
Well,
not
I
as
say it.
hating as it is. More so, people see how hard others work, and then for them to get shot down. I think it's more so disappointment. Like, I see my homie doing all this shit like that, and y'all don't recognize that shit. I think that's what it is most of the
I
time.
think it's gatekeeping too. Like you go to promoters and certain people that have these venues or these
I know from my
specific
experience, I
events.
haven't experienced that, but I
You
have
know
known
that's
people.
out there.
I know it's out there because the people that I meet who have probably got stopped at the gate
Mhm.
make sure that they don't do that shit. So I've been blessed to be in rooms and stuff like that where people ain't holding back like that. So I can't really speak on that
Those could be your
because
best friends.
yeah,
The people that got to the gate and got denied, and then they see you doing your tracks and they're like, hey, hold
I've
up.
never met a person.
This is how it's finna go.
Yep.
So don't get your hopes up. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel like this and this when you get into these rooms.
Yeah, don't let that shit deter you
Because
from what
that's
you're
a
doing.
conversation that needs to be had because
Yeah.
you can't get
So what you
excited.
doing it
at
for?
every-
You doing it for them or you doing it for yourself?
Yeah, you can't get excited at every opportunity. You gotta
Well, you
make
can
sure
get
it makes
excited,
sense.
you can't get
You gotta make sure it
discouraged
makes-
at everyone.
Yeah, you gotta make sure it makes sense for you.
Yeah, like I said, I don't have that experience, so I don't really, and then again, if I have, I don't dwell on it.
Mhm.
Because I'm pretty sure my name has been brought up in rooms that I never knew existed.
Yeah, for sure.
And it gave me opportunities.
For
But
sure.
I also don't know what's being said about me and the stuff that I'm not getting.
Yeah, on the other end of it, yeah.
So, because like I got nominated for favorite female comedian at one of the award shows this past, earlier this year.
That's-
For the arts and entertainment.
Shout out.
Yo,
Dope.
I didn't even know people knew my name.
See that?
Favorite comedian?
Like, Not even a full year in. I was like, pump your shit, bitch. Like,
I know that.
but I mean, I wasn't expecting to get it. I didn't get it because there were some other ladies in the game that are dope as hell that I, got to meet. But I was recognized, So instead of me dwelling on the fact that like I might not get Boteria or how come these people ain't seen me and stuff like that, or if I don't get to a certain room so I know someone could see me. Nah, because there's people that fuck with me. They know what I'm doing.
That's dope. Shouts out for that though.
Yeah.
Like not even a year in type shit.
I know, and it was still like, and I think because I'm always so focused and things like that, it took me a while to like soak that in. Like that was a lot, like to be recognized by your peers or people that I didn't even know that knew me. It was like, hey, I seen her, she's consistent, she's funny, she's this, she's that, and I'm like, I am, but I didn't think you do that.
And that's motivation to keep going. You know what I'm saying? For sure. That's just letting you know that's just those signs in the road. It's like, yeah, keep going.
Yes, and that's what it is. And even if it's not, I make sure that I'm proud of myself after every time.
For sure.
Every time.
For sure. All right.
When it's not fun, I won't do it anymore.
And hopefully that never happens.
No, I love making people laugh. I love, and the dudes like funny girls. I will laugh a nigga right out his drawers.
Hey, hold on.
And I actually have.
Hold up. I swear to God. That was finna be my next fucking. You answered this. That's what I'm just like. Hold the fuck up. I saw that shit. That was like a tweet or a fucking.
Yeah, it was. I saw the post like.
But that's to a male's perspective. If she green, she in. You know what I'm saying? You can laugh them out of the drawers, but if they green, they in.
Yeah.
That's just what I was told as a young nigga. Like, and low key, I got jokes all day, like on you. I'm talking about you, yeah, you, and anybody else. But I still though, like, yeah, that. I mean, I'm glad you fucking brought that up, man. That shit fucking works.
And it's crazy. It's not even like it's intentional or whatever like that. Especially
like
because
the fact
like
that you're just naturally funny.
and I'm me and I like to have fun. Again, I was with someone. People don't always change for the better. I was with someone that a lot of who I am and showing now at first was seemed foreign to me because I was so closed in a role or trying to be something for somebody else. Like this is who I've always been. I've always been outgoing, bubbly, goofy as hell. That's why I think I was funny because I'm corny. I am corny.
Dad jokes.
Duh, all day long.
Tell a dad joke right now. You got one?
No. I try not to be corny anymore.
It could be whatever. You just tell a dad joke.
I don't think I know it. No, I'm trying to think it.
Have you seen that? Now that you said dad jokes, have you seen that? It was like a couple cats from Wildin' Out. It was around the like you said, the pandemic.
Yeah.
They were doing dad jokes.
I know Kev on stage was doing them.
It was the fat dude from fucking Wildin' Out. The old boy. And they're like
I might have saw
and they'll sit in front of each other and say the lamest dad joke and see each other laugh and shit.
They be funny sometimes.
Some of them be funny. Some of them be funny.
Nah.
You see if you
I
got
be trying. Nah, I mean, I am at the house. I'm corny one mainly because I can't say a lot of stuff because my daughter will repeat things and stuff like that. Because my son was a goofball when he was younger, so now she's a goofball, and then me doing what I do don't make stuff better because I'm always trying to make them laugh and stuff like that. So it just being them off. But yeah, nah, it's not like I said. I'm just, especially because like dating is foreign to me. I got married in my early 20s, or I was with their dad since my early 20s or whatever. Got married in my mid 20s, like. So dating and stuff and learning and all this stuff it's foreign and it's whole. Because the last time I dated, I was in high school.
So
we was going to the tilt.
That brings me to this question then. The tilt, I'm going to come back to that. That brings me to this question. It's cheap. The Cheesecake Factory, sufficient for the first date. So you brought up Peyton.
Every female and their standards are different. There are females where that stuff is not acceptable, and that's fine because they're used to certain things. So why would I dumb myself, or not dumb myself, but limit myself to what I'm already consistent of? And if you can't do that, then just chunk it up.
But I also think that should be something you should say from the gate.
That's what I'm saying.
Not like misled. Like you meet her, hey, can we go out? Okay, boom, woo, woo, woo. Unless that's addressed then.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't try to act all brand new when we go to the spot.
You know what I'm saying? And I've only.
Not saying my first date is I'm gonna take you here.
Right.
But just saying like
if
I choose the first date, don't try to act all brand new. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that whole video was a skit thing. Then like they had reservations, she was late, so then they had to go. There was some whole thing or whatever like that with that. But my thing is, the first date you've already been talking for at least a couple of weeks, so you've already got information about what y'all like to do and what you want to do.
Right. Sure.
So
sexting and shit. You know this.
2 weeks in, goddamn.
You know that's in there.
Damn. But I mean, you ain't lying. But I'm just saying, I don't do that no more. So, but
see, I was right. Goddamn.
When you get to know someone, like you're having conversations, like, what do you want to do? What do you like to do?
So
that when you actually go on your first date, it's not a surprise because you don't meet someone, give you a number, and instantly go out. No, fool. I'm about to get to know you. I'm scouring my friends, scouring your social media. My homegirl doing a background check before we even go somewhere.
That's the thing?
Yes, it is very much so. Someone trying to talk to me when I was at a gig one time, and I gave my homegirl the information, and we have saw that not even a year ago, he had a picture of his wife and kids, but then nothing else. So if you're divorced, you're not divorced. What's happening? Not for to talk to me and stuff like that. That's so I was married and got cheated. I'm gonna have to do that. I was like, go to the wife page. The last time she posted him. No, when you go through shit, you're not gonna go through that shit again. So like when prior to the first date, you've already had these conversations. I know for me, I don't like going out to eat on a first date because I after being divorced and not really having fun and stuff like that, I like to do things. So I know I want to go do something whatever like that. Plus, everybody don't get the pleasure of seeing me eat because I don't eat cute. It's not happening. So if we hang out, we go out, we in the going out to eat, we've not already been together, been on a couple of dates so far. You know what's happening. Because I don't order no salad. I might get a side salad. I only wear white when I do interviews and stuff. I don't wear white when I'm out to eat. Like the way I eat chicken is definitely National Geographic kind of shit. Like so, like I have have to know that he likes me and he's like, okay, I'm feeling you before you watching me eat.
I just gotta be comfortable
Fuck
first.
all that. I just want to go out to eat with just to see that shit. Fuck all that. I just want to see that shit. That'll be a pound of ball. Like,
All
damn,
drums.
that's how she get down.
All drums, sweet and spicy.
Oh, I'll feel you on all drums. We can
Cause
tap on
who
that.
trying to have all them extra bones? Like,
Man,
Yeah, I feel
facts.
you, man.
All drums on that.
alright, but let me get some flats. Like, no, because you gotta pause. There's extra bones. You're doing too much. You're doing too much.
Drums is
Sorry.
definitely on. I'm drums like the show. Yeah, man.
I said if I ever like was dating someone, he would have to like flats because I don't like to share. So he would have to like flats because I'm not sharing.
Now, I'm a chef, and I go through this where I work at now, but I hate when they do that because it's a limited number in each bag, right?
Mm.
So when we're actually fixing your order,
Yeah.
and we see all flats, we like, damn, we just did all flats like fucking 2 seconds ago, dog. So that's fucking 20 flats right there, bro. And it's like 2 bags right there. So now then when I go back, so
I
the
never
next,
think of it that perspective. That makes sense.
because the next people that's getting wings after that get all fucking drums, but they like it or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that just my perspective as a chef is
that
just
makes
like
sense.
it fucks it up. Or the all drums, like I like them niggas when they order all drums. I'm like, yeah, I fuck with you.
Yeah.
But it still fucks all our count up. You know what I'm saying? Because
I
it's
get
like.
that. I understand that
Because next,
perspective.
all the other people after that gonna get like fucking
Yeah.
6 drums and 4 flats or something. Even if they like flats or not, this is what the fuck we finna get.
Because that's
You know
all
what
we got.
I'm saying?
I
That's
get
all
that.
we
But
got.
that's also why I'm working. That's y'all problem, not mine.
But I just
That's
want to
what's
put
all
that out
we
there.
got.
I just want to put that out there. For all the chefs out there, I feel your fucking pain when they fucking order all flats, all drums. Just order a pound of wings, my nigga. Get 2 pounds just to dig the fuckers out yourself.
Depending on that sauce, I might get 2 pounds.
Right, like straight up. But nah,
You gotta
like,
make me hungry right now.
hey, just saying though, man.
What's today? Saturday?
Chicken day.
I might definitely hit up Too Much Sauce after this. Shout out to Too Much Sauce.
Go ahead.
Man, so it's right next to Legacy
Okay.
on Delmar. Yeah.
Union? Delmar Union?
Yeah, Delmar.
Because
Yeah.
I seen Shay Brown perform at the
Legacy.
yeah.
Yeah, Legacy. Yeah, because Legacy been around for a long time. So yeah,
Yeah.
every Wednesday, 2 comedians, Black Charles and Scenario, the one that won the Helium Club this year.
Okay,
They host
okay.
an open mic, all open mics, so whether you're rapping, singing, comedy, every Wednesday. They call it Wing and Wednesday.
Okay.
Get dollar wings or whatever like that. And it's also an event space.
What time?
Every Wednesday, I want to say they start at 9. They black,
Yeah.
so sometimes
So bad.
it might be.
CP time.
It might be
I already know what
CP
you're talking
time.
about when you start laughing. When you started laughing, they gave it away.
I'm like, hey,
they be
y'all
Lauren
know
Hill
I
with
can
it.
only stay out
They
a
be
limited
Lauren
amount
Hill
of hours. So yeah, all the chicken, the sauces are so dope or whatever. And the atmosphere is always dope there too.
Mhm.
And then it's an event space, and I rented out that space, or my aunt rented out that space for a recent event in the customer service.
Can you
That's one
smoke
thing
in
that's
there?
gonna be no, you can't smoke in there. That's my thing. We smoke outside. You can't smoke in there. But yeah, no.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
so I might actually place my order when I leave up out of here. Go get that.
Oh shit.
Hey man, that's what I'm talking about, man. Homegrown St. Louis shit, like we talk.
That's what we all about for real.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we all about.
Fucks with each other, man. It's a family, man. I'm
Definitely.
just glad we started this shit, so
I am, so this is dope. too.
anybody can come in and talk their shit, man. Like this is dope because I never knew all of that backstory behind. I just thought it might have been like a female comedian like studied like a Monique or the chick from Baps or not saying because of your side, but just those
Oh, even
heavyweights.
so, but yeah, oh,
But just,
definitely.
no, but just the heavyweights in the female
Yeah.
realm, you know what I'm saying? Some more, and you know what I'm saying? I thought you maybe watch Comic View and Def
Yeah.
Comedy Jam. Like, I actually thought that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like I.
Yeah. Most
didn't
people,
assume
and most
that,
people do.
you know what
Most
I'm
people
saying?
is like, oh, so you like no.
So that's
Nope, I was watching Disney Channel and Nickelodeon and
that's kind of dope because how you started your comedy is how I kind of started, or we started this podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not knowing, I studied some shit. I don't, you know, he studied some shit too, but just not knowing how this shit was gonna go.
yeah.
That's like a tribute to both of us. That's just dope. Like if you want something, fucking just go for it.
Yeah, and that's what I spent so many years not going for a lot of things and just and not even just to put things on whatever my situation was. I had to be accountable for my actions and stuff.
Sure.
And being complacent in a certain relationship or situation and stuff like that. I don't ever want to have regrets about anything that I do or don't do ever again.
Amen.
Whatever decision I make, I want to be okay with it. And I want to be the one to make it. I don't want to be having made for me. Because somebody asked me.
Altered.
Exactly. Like, somebody asked me.
And then you gotta do that.
Exactly. Because somebody asked me, it's like, well, what would you say to someone who's like having a difficult time and like they just have to get out of their marriage? What would you say? I said, I don't know, because I didn't get out of my marriage. I got kicked out of mine. Like, nigga was cheating. I got kicked out of mine. Older situation. I can't get nobody to encourage me to go, if you want to have me leave, I got kicked out of mine. And I was rolling with the punches after that shit. There we go.
That's some real shit.
Man, that's dope.
But I said, like y'all said, the pain and things that I went through, and it took me a while and turn the profit and turn into a purpose and it turned into something bigger than me. Being a mental health advocate, becoming a doula, having people enjoy themselves in their lives through laughter. That was all because I was in the darkest points of my life, for years.
I think that's going to be an awesome story too. So definitely.
I can't wait to get it on paper.
Listen.
I really can't.
I can't wait to shoot the movie. I want to shoot the movie. Fuck all that.
I'm telling you right now, the way my shit ended, I tell people all the time, it sounds like one of them Tubi movies, like straight, one of them BET straight to DVD movies that you see late at night. The way my shit ended, it was definitely like, people like, you for real? I'm so fucking serious. Like, you would call my two best friends. Like, you would think I just like, nah, that shit happened the way it happened.
Without giving too much information.
Oh, I don't care. I say what you probably say. Yeah.
Hey, this is you. This is you. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Without divulging too much information, share how it ended. If you don't mind.
I don't mind. I said it in another. I said this shit. I said crack jokes about it on stage.
Okay. So.
Right. I'm like, hey, the way I got through it was to talk about it, and then now to laugh about it now after so many years because this happened like.
You probably help some people through this shit.
I've had people come to me and say this shit. Like this happened like 2017, 2018. Now I can tell the story without crying or feeling bad or feeling guilt or shame or something like that. Shit don't work out. Shit happens. And at the point now I can laugh at it and I'm getting paid to talk about it. That's a fucking bonus. I got it in my I gotta get legally divorced. Been separated since 2018. I gotta get legally everything because I had to get my life back together. So we were homeless for a while. Me and my kids, we were house hopping for a good few years after he left and stuff like that.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
So I'm saying like I just to get paid for this shit now I got it in my divorce decree too. They didn't make no money off of what the fuck I say. I ain't giving up no motherfucking money. That's how I hurry up and getting this shit right. Right? That's how I hurry up and get all this legal shit done. Baby, I'm gonna share my motherfucking story. But
story to tell, biggie.
as it's actually the joke that I told in the competition last year at the Helium Club. It was 2017 or I had my daughter in 2016, so that was already rocky. He had already left like once in 2016, came back before Christmas, tried to work it out. January 2017, completely left or whatever. Things weren't working out, I just had my daughter, I was going through stuff and I wasn't really getting support. He had started a new job and now he was the breadwinner. He hadn't been the breadwinner our entire time. We've been together since 2007, 2008. Like he had jobs and stuff, and like maybe time there were long periods where he wasn't having, but I always had 1 to 2 jobs our entire time. Things weren't working out. He went out with his homeboys one time, didn't come back till 5 in the morning. I got like a 4 or 5 month over here, and my son, and I had to call my best friend. I was like, "What's the proper time for a married man to come home?" Because I didn't want to I'm for real. I didn't want to
snap out too early. I get
it.
I get it.
Right.
Okay.
So that kind of had everything blown out of proportion. He left. He would come back every now and again because I was still a wife. Yep. So I thought that if I gave him his space, but then still did what I needed to do as his wife, then maybe he would come home and shit like that and stuff like that. That wasn't the case. Ended up telling me a story that he was going through a lot and that he couldn't be around me or the kids for real because someone was trying to kill him. Because he had told me that before we met, he went down to Houston, some shit popped off, someone was unalive, and now all these years later, somebody's back in town or something like that. Mind you, this man has never been to Houston. He's not even in that lifestyle. But how am I supposed to know that? He grew up in East St. Louis. Why would you make that shit up? Why would you make that shit up? Because when we got together, whatever he used to do stopped. I don't know what he used to do, but whatever it was, it stopped. But apparently, he didn't do any of that stuff. So that's why I tell you it's one of those BET straights. So he literally faked the assassination attempt on why he couldn't be around us. So all of 2017, it was a
I'm talking like I'm smoking bud.
I know.
What?
I know.
Fake
He faked like someone was trying to kill him. Yeah. And I
stay
had,
away from y'all.
yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. What the fuck?
And it's crazy because it's like, do I get mad at him for saying that or get mad at myself for believing that? But why would I think that was fake?
True.
I grew up
Right.
I grew up in North City. Like I was sheltered though.
Mm-hmm.
And you grew up in East St. Why would anybody lie about that?
Yeah,
And stereotypes. So that's what you used to do. That's what you do.
So you can assume that you're basically saying all the variables are there to believe.
It was there. It was there. My homegirls probably got something else with it. They love me, so they just all right. Now they can say that shit freely. Like, bitch, what was you thinking? All 2017.
Okay.
It was a back and forth. Like he left. I wasn't working. Now I got 2 kids. I went between 2 cousins. My mom almost went to Texas. There was no housing support in Missouri, which sucks. So I had to move to Lake St. Louis. They got trailer parks in Lake St. Louis. I didn't even know they had trailer parks out there. Because you think it's so nice and shit like that. They had trailer park. And it was nice. This organization helped me out.
Everywhere.
It is. It's ghetto everywhere. This organization helped me out. They ended up helping me get a trailer. He let the car get repossessed. They ended up helping me get a van or whatever like that. Because I'm I'm riding the bus, getting your kids to school. You know, he's staying with his mama or, unbeknownst to me, staying with this girl. So, 2017, I mean, like I said, you never know who you really with until, and I say that now, like,
till you live with
them. And then have family with them, and like you completely flip the script. Like,
exactly.
yo, you had all years to get this shit, you know, out the system or whatever like that. So, back and forth 2017, funny thing is, he got a car he couldn't afford before he left. Said he got repoed to the girl he was with. No, told the girl he was with he was in an accident and that he was in the hospital for like a week, and that's why he hadn't heard from her. His car got repoed, and he called me at 2 o'clock in the morning to come get him from before the other car got repoed. Go get him in Illinois, and then take him to work over here. And he was staying with me at my cousin's house, because me and my kids were staying in my cousin's house in her extra bedroom, sleeping on her mattress. So now he's here for a week because I'm taking him to work. That's my husband. Why wouldn't I take him to work? You know? That's what I'm saying. Y'all surprised I'm not snapped and shit like that.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, I'm telling jokes about it. I could be
Yeah.
a lot worse. Hey, you know, ended up saying, hey, this not, I think later that year, I was like, hey, this isn't working. You're not going to do this. That's fine. I ended up getting on a dating site, saw him on a dating site. I was like, well, that's it. That's all.
Confirmation.
That's all. You know?
Jerry.
So, and I think that is what hit him. Like, oh, you thought me not having you around, like I wasn't gonna think I was the shit again and stuff like that. Yeah. So then he wanted to be a family again. So 2018, we reconciled, went to counseling, moved into with each other again. I had spent the better part of the summer of 2016 and all of 2017 living out of a storage unit with my 2 kids between various family members. Because Missouri, they're not going to give you nothing unless you're completely homeless. And I'm not going to take my kids to a shelter if I didn't have to. Like, I had to go to a shelter in order to get some support. And I was like, I can't do that. I had to have family write letters to say that he wasn't in the house just so we could get food stamps. Like, they made it super hard because we're still legally married.
Oh, yeah.
So they made it super hard to get any type of assistance.
Depending on his income.
Yeah, and I'm not. That nigga got that new job and he was keeping up with the Joneses. That was it, that was all. As soon as he got a new job that was more than what he's used to making and I wasn't working anymore, shit kind of flipped.
Yeah.
So.
That should be like, in that instance, if I ever get married, that's the spot where we turn up. Like, I'm gonna support you because I know you my crutch, and then if I fall, vice versa.
Yeah.
Like,
but I never had anybody there when I feel. Like when I was suffering.
In marriage, but that's how it should be though. It's like, first of all, it should be more than one income, period.
Yeah.
Not versus just y'all two working more than that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But if something were to happen to you, then boom, I got you. Like I gotta take this. I'm the breadwinner now, so I gotta take the ball and run it where you fumble. And it don't matter why you fumble. You just happen to fumble. So when you get back up, you gonna take over where you know what I'm saying. So
the whole thing was I was always catching the fumbles, and when I needed my time out, I couldn't depend.
Yeah. You had to keep on running, and then you fucking out of fuel. And
out of fuel to the point where I was.
To the touchdown, it's like fuck. Where's my fucking time out? Where's my help? Like
not at all. So fast forward to 2018, reconciled in the same house. Shit wasn't seeming right. We were going to therapy. He would leave therapy and go to her house. Took my kids around her. And my daughter wasn't, maybe had just 1.5 maybe or something like that. I don't care what no nigga say unless I talk to your baby mama or your ex-wife. If you got a kid under 3, y'all still fucking. You're still fucking. I don't give a fuck.
That's probably a good assumption.
Especially if y'all been together for so long. Because again, we had an 8-year-old. So the night I found out he was cheating. Because there were probably signs, but again, that's where my accountability come in. I want my family to work. I want us to work stuff out. I want us to get counseling, stuff like that. Counseling started to slowly stop. He sent me a text message saying, I can't wait to see your new hairdo. That man never paid for my hairdo in our entire relationship. And I'm sitting there saying, what hairdo were you talking about? I was like, what is, on text, I was like, what is this message?
No, I'm saying.
Wrong,
yeah. My head, wrong text, wrong
and I was like, what is this message? He's like, oh, I'm going to send it to my mama. Yo, mama? You can't wait to see your mama hairdo? Nah, B, this don't sound right. He's supposed to go with his homeboy from work and work out and stuff like that. Like, this don't sound right. So when it started, and it was like, this don't make no sense. I couldn't just pass that shit up.
Yeah.
So got into an argument, talking and stuff like that. He ended up telling me a lie that the girl was from high school and that there was a friend that he would talk to sometimes. And I get it. I know males have female friends that, like, if you ain't listen to your partner, sometimes you'll holler at your homegirl and they'll help you. Like, and I have a couple of male friends like that they're strictly platonic, ain't never been like that.
Yeah,
so I get that.
Female friends like that.
But the fact that we've been separated and we both were doing stuff and things like that, now you want to get together and this don't sound right. So that was a lie he told me, that she was a girl from high school, when I found out it was somebody he met on a dating site. But all that stuff, like the text message. So the text message popped up, had a fight and stuff like that. You're cheating, this some bullshit. You asked to come home. I didn't ask for him to come back. He asked to come home. And then I got a townhome with the tax money that I got and stuff like that, put his name on the lease. Because you wanted to come back. I was fine. All I wanted to do was take care of the kids more so I could get a better job. Fuck this, you on some bullshit. I ain't do all this stuff just to come back for you to do this shit. Left, took my kids, went to my mama's house. 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, why the fuck am I in my mama's house and that shit in my name too? I put my money down for that shit. Went back to the townhome. He had barricaded the door. He had kitchen chairs in front of the door. The motherfucker knew I was crazy. I don't know why you motherfuckers wait. Miss motherfuckers is crazy. So I'm there. I'm like, cause this shit don't add up. I'm pushing my way in. The chairs was in the way, and I had a hammer, and I still have this hammer to this day. I fucked everything up. I fucked the Xbox, the mighty Thor in that, the Xbox, I think it was like a 60-inch TV maybe, or whatever like that. If I hadn't failed, I'd have bashed a nigga's skull in. Like, I was heated. I called his mama, come get him before he end up in the hospital. Come get him before he end up in the hospital. Because he had a car at this point, because again, the other one that got, repoed or whatever like that. So it was just my car at the time and stuff like that. Yeah, no. Come get him because he's gonna end up in the hospital. Called the girl because I went through the Sprint records and found her number, told her, did you know he was married and stuff like this and stuff? She said no. But then she made a comment that she had saw a piece of paper, like a check stub that said married or something like that. So you knew. And then my kids talk, especially my son. I'm like, okay. Because he had my son lying to me. I had to put my son in therapy because he was lying to me about where they were going and whose house they were at. And he's just like, Mommy, you didn't know? Everybody knew. Because then he thought he was in trouble because he went against his father and what his father was telling him to tell me. So I had to, because then he thought lying was okay for a while. He was 8.
Yeah.
He was 8 at the time. He's like 7 or 8. Like, I don't think he understands the emotional turmoil that he put the family through. Because all of 2017, we had got used to him popping in when he wanted, not being around and stuff like that. And I had finally was like, I can't do this anymore. And then he was like, I don't want to come back. That's because he needed me.
Man,
So,
some low down shit, man.
just that.
Might just be the illest nigga on the east side.
I
Might just be the illest nigga on the east side. I don't know. We gotta check in.
mean, fake an assassination attempt, trying to make me think that I was crazy.
Watched the episode of Miami Vice. Lived his whole life. Crockett and Tubbs story, fake assassination.
Woo! It was like I said, it sounds like some straight BET DVD type of shit like that. And it's when I talk about it now, she's like, you really believe that shit?
I mean,
I was like, girl, but why would I think that? Why would you lie about someone trying to kill you?
When you care for somebody, you don't want them to die. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you don't.
I'm like, don't come around there. And I was fearful for me and my kids. So like, watching you, I watch TV.
In the crossfire or whatever.
Oh, I had cousins in that lifestyle though, but they knew something was funny. They knew it didn't make sense, and they would tell me stuff. I was like, but it just doesn't make sense. And I loved them at the time, and I wanted it to work. And there was a part of me that didn't feel like I could do what I do on my own. If I knew I had the strength now, then I probably wouldn't have tolerated it.
Yeah,
But I have to hold myself accountable for things like that. You want the fairy tale shit. You want your marriage and stuff like that. Especially black families.
Definitely.
You know?
You gotta go through shit to get to where you didn't think you were gonna go.
That part. I never see myself.
Because I can sit here and just talk about all my baby mama drama, but it just got me, prepared me to this where I'm at now.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can.
I used all that shit as fuel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not gonna just try to control shit or have shit just go your certain way and devoid in your sense. Like, no, I'm a whole man. I'm in their life. I've been in their life since they was started.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna do me like that.
Yeah, and it was the whole thing of also recognizing how I was as a person, because I'm not innocent or whatever. I didn't cause him to cheat. I know that took me a lot to get through too. Like, I'm not the reason you cheated because of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, getting off that guilt or whatever like that.
Yeah.
But there was things like, I wasn't an easy partner in the beginning, but I wasn't used to that. I grew up in a 2-parent home, but there were roles and things established. So then we got into roles and things that established. Like, he saw me take care of everything, so he felt like he didn't have to help out with anything as long as he had a job or whatever. And that wasn't the case, and that's not what I wanted. That's not what I asked of him, but he didn't grow up in a 2-parent home. So I was asking something of someone who wasn't knowledgeable about that or even had the motivation to do that. That nigga literally told me, he was like, well, my mama take care of 2 kids, so could you.
Damn.
And I was like, I'm married. A motherfucker that was saying some shit to me like that.
I said a lot of shit. Like, the B word
got Chuck Berry, you got this nigga.
The B word can be a lot on so many words, but when you say certain statements like that, that cuts deeper than the B word.
You know what? Sometimes relationships is all about timing. And hey, sometimes people are not at that mature.
Yeah, and I said we got together.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just,
he was like 19.
I got something for that.
But you gotta have accountability still for your actions, though.
My auntie told me something this, bro, like this. going through some female shit or just relationship shit. She was like, whether we know it or whether I knew it or not, she just making you better for the next person.
That part. And I can legit.
Bro, that stuck with me because
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, but I was like, holy fucking shit,
Yeah.
she ain't lying.
Yeah.
My auntie, shout out to my auntie for telling me that, but
That's what it is. Like
it's like you gotta go through this certain shit so you
can
know
be better.
what to
It
look for.
is exactly. It sucks that you have to
go through that
mean
hell.
and degrade someone
go
to
through hell
figure
to
out
get
and
there.
shit like that. But yeah,
In a sense.
and I pray every day that he treats her a whole lot better because I also want my son to see better and my daughter to see better because they ended up because he was cheated and she was pregnant and they had another baby. So he has like outside of our son, all girls. I was like, now would you allow the shit that you pulled on me to happen to your daughters? Like I pray every day that he treats her a whole lot better because you made a mistake once. Don't do the shit again. You better treat her better.
Yeah.
Because at this point, you have to want to do better.
Yeah.
But you also have to hold accountability for the shit that you did.
Sure.
And that's somebody else's own journey and shit like that.
That's
I just know the shit that I won't do anymore, and I also know how I needed to be a tad bit more kind of caring or stuff like that, or like in certain issues or certain things and stuff like that. But I also know what a man isn't and what a man is. And I know I would never put myself in this situation again.
Right.
That's the accountability part.
Yeah, all I know is he loved me. A lot of my male
It's
family
just
members don't do
like,
it. Right now.
Like, this can go into a whole nother like.
Oh, it definitely
4
can.
hours. Yeah. I'm not
I already know when relationships gets heavy.
No, it definitely
Especially
do.
when kids involved, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, I could have left you. But now I got 2 kids.
I
Male or
think at the
female,
end of the
you know what I'm
day,
saying?
you have to
Depending on how you
always
feel.
do what's best for you. But you also have to be willing to have someone, because shit's not going to be easy.
No.
But you also have to have some type of
There's
foundation.
no
Like
guilt.
I know now that I need to talk to someone about their morals and values and what they're used to. Because I don't think I would have put myself in a situation if I had better addressed
Understanding.
what
You know
what he had been through and stuff like that. Like how can I ask something up for you that you ain't never seen that you don't
Because
want?
the average person right now, even when we was younger, the average person right now, they just wanna, oh, you look good, let's fuck. That's all it is right now.
Yeah.
Especially, it's way more magnified now.
That's because a lot of them
But
have already
back
been
then,
married
it
and
was
shit
kinda
like that. So now they're like, well, I already did that. So, because I'm not gonna lie, I was on some fuck nigga shit after all that happened and stuff. I was on some fuck nigga shit. I from 2018 to maybe about 2020, 2021, a dude probably didn't know my real name. And I'm just keeping it book. They probably knew me as Shante Love. They did not know my government name. Because I was on some fuck shit. I was like, I don't care about you, your kids. I don't care about what your mama doing. This is.
I'm gonna pull a him on him.
Yeah, and that's what it was. That's what it was. And if you see this, I'm low key sorry, but I'm not because most of y'all was down for it and y'all said what y'all said and we did what it did. But it's just like.
Hey, I'm glad I got the internet. I got that.
But now I'm at a point where, and it's crazy, so I said this on stage. Now I'm at a point where I was on that, and now it's like, oh, now I'm like LL Cool J. Now I want some motherfucking love.
Right. That's a fact.
So now I gotta soften up and approach things differently.
Okay.
And hope that I meet someone on that same path. Because right now everybody's either getting divorced or they've never been married. Like, and I'm 36, so it's in that age where like either you're divorced or you've never been married. And I'm like, and I'm in the middle of that. Because I don't know if I want to get married again. You know, I can't say never or whatever because Michael B. Jordan is still single. So there's an option for me to say married again. But like, I know now who I am as a woman and a partner. So I just have to find things that
in your skin.
exactly. You know, I was young when I got married. I was young with him, and I was like, I don't know where I need to be. And so I know the role I am, the role I want to play, and stuff like that, and the things that I will and won't put up with. So it was a lesson I wish I did not sign up to learn, but
Those
made me
lessons have provided you a way to make money for you and your family,
That part.
and also tap into a passion that you didn't know that you didn't know that you would go be able to do it. So
yes.
it has to be one of the best things in life is actually get paid for something you love to do. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it takes the work aspect
Out of it,
You know what I'm saying?
And even when I'm doing work, it's fun. Like when I'm reading about hosting and things like that to be better, because I love comedy now and being in it and stuff like that. But I love entertainment. Like doing the skits, being in that music video.
For sure.
I'm like, oh shit, Hollywood for the try to find me. Like, let's go. There's already a couple of dudes here that's in a Tubi movie. I could be doing, what was it? I think it's Blood Brothers or something like that. Because I think the dude, Shorty the Prince. It's the one. I think there's a comedy guy in it too. I can't remember his name.
Willie C.
No, Willie not in it. It might be, I think it's Schmuddy. I might be saying it wrong. I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. I think he in it too. Or whatever like
check
that.
it out. You know, I heard about.
I haven't seen it or whatever like that yet, but I heard about it. I was like,
hey, I'm down for a Tubi movie, man. Hey,
look, I got screenplays for days.
We finna shoot our own Tubi movie.
I mean, and can.
Yeah, we can do some skits too, man.
Yes.
Man, that's what we need to do.
Hey, we need to do how remember Master P came out with Foolish.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
There could definitely be some No Limit Productions out here. We make our own fucking movies. Like, there's so much talent in St. Louis. It is.
And that's, that's super dope. And that's why I definitely got to come out and check you out myself. You know what I'm saying? I got to see you on stage because I already know
I'm so
gonna be a great show.
I know, because I was having y'all cracking up at the event. And that's just me. I'm just charismatic. I just like having a fun time. So my next show is December 15th at the Cola Lounge. It's the Best Medicine, Cannabis, and Comedy show. I believe the tickets are $20, but I know there's a code. I think it's LMAO for $5 off. And I'll post it and I'll send y'all the link to like
Please
that.
do.
So yeah, Cola Lounge is definitely spot. And they have that every. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. December 15th is my next one. And I always, because again, I like entertainment, so I host karaoke every Monday at Platypus in the Grove, and it's a vibe every single time.
Yeah,
It's so
I think
fun.
I'm coming to that.
We'll come to that too.
Yeah, it's always so fun.
Because I know the 15th, I had something come up, so we might have to reschedule the other little joint that we talked about yesterday. But
Yeah.
I definitely gonna come to the Platypus, so that'll
It's fun. Every Monday is fun.
Karaoke, have a few drinks, and
Yeah. And even if you don't sing, people watch. I got people that just watch the. They be lit.
Shay broke my cherry at Cola. Remember you talking about the Cola?
Oh, the Cola Lounge, they do there. Yeah, they do their karaoke. Yeah.
She broke my cherry there because I always wanted to do it. Because shouts out to Memphis and Peoples on Bill, the pool hall.
Yeah.
But they had it every Sunday and Thursday with DJ Spanish Fly. So that shit was awesome, man. And R.I.P. Lunchbox, you know what I'm saying? He was one of the co-owners and the brothers and founders of that shit. But that was dope. But having Spanish Fly, like, he's legendary in Memphis. Like motherfuckers don't even know. Like, man, like if he was on your shit, like the smoking onion and all that shit, like that's a thing though. But I wanted to always do it there, but I never did. So I didn't want to come up here. So that's really.
So Shante, where can the people reach you at? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, if you're still on Facebook like my daddy,
I'm on Facebook.
you can get me at Shante Love or comedian Shante Love. So I just made a page for that. Okay. And then I'm always posting on Instagram because that's like the easiest thing for me to access stuff like that. So it's _ Shante Love, SHANTELOVE 26.
26.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was out through that motherfucker.
Yeah.
We're gonna make sure we're gonna post that on the video as
Yeah.
well. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Little things pop up right
Because
there.
in my original the paint trade video, the Ronin event, I had that shit in there when you stood up and said, I'm gonna do this.
Oh yeah.
I had all that in there.
But they hit the audio.
The audio sucked because where my camera was is where they had the radio. So.
Hey fellas, this was fun.
We gotta do this
Appreciate
again.
it. I'm always down. Just let me know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Shante Love, you know what I'm saying? Catch her at December 15th at the Cola Lounge.
Yep, Best Medicine.
Right, get your tickets. Best Medicine, $20.
Oh, it's tequila, baby. All right, we go to the bathroom.
Listen.
What's the last question?
No,
That's it, man.
Okay.
I got one, because I always ask for this one.
Okay.
Power versus money. Which one would you rather have?
Power.
You don't have to elaborate if you don't want to.
That's perfect right there.
That's why, because I got some back on my tequila. Y'all,
Listen,
shout out to Hooking Me Up.
Shout out to Tremaine.
Oh yeah,